Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to day 2, a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 294 today. We've got lots going on in this episode because the Wednesday video is normally an amalgamation of everything from Sunday afternoon all the way up till Wednesday, and that's exactly what this is. So if you do enjoy, do me a favour, hit the thumbs up button because I like to catch you up before we then get into rewards and into the next weekend league. But yeah, if you can hit me with a thumbs up, that'd be amazing, and of course subscribe to the channel. Click the noti bell, all of that good stuff, and leave a comment down below. What have you had for lunch today? That's what I want to know. So getting on into the episode then, we're actually going to start things off by making a fairly substantial player purchase. So this is just like what my team was kind of looking like after I got rid of Marcelo, and I'd done some squad battle stuff, obviously, in yesterday's episode to get Kubo. But Benzema sold for 59.5, which is just about break even for me. But Ronaldo's the player I'm going to buy. 240,000 coins for the Portuguesa from Piemonte Calcio. I just think he's going to be the right player to do the job for us because not only is he a 5-star skill striker from the Serie A, he's also Portuguese. So if we're heading down the route of trying to get like Bruno and Zlatan especially, I feel like this gives us the best possible chance at completing those objectives. So essentially, we have now got this as our lineup for objectives for the near future anyway. So this is really my Zlatan grind objectives, and we need to get 5 wins out of nowhere, even in order to get the player of the month, Bruno Fernandes. So we're a ways away from even thinking about getting Bruno done. I guess that'll probably happen for me over the next couple of weeks. I might tie it into whatever objectives come out in the next week. But yeah, for me, it's just like Zlatan is the one that I definitely want, and you'll see me getting him over the next couple of days. So, squad battles rewards were next. I got gold 2 just from literally completing Kubo on professional. So 9 games of professional squad battles gets you gold 2 easily. And from the prime mixed, I think it was, we end up getting a Libertadores player. We end up getting an Argentine striker from Racing Club, and it is 91 rated Lisandro Lopez. I was like, okay, from a mixed pack, like it was, I didn't expect that. Obviously, squad battles rewards are tradable, so I can go ahead and sell him on, and then we actually don't really get anything from the next pack, which is the actual better pack, the 25k pack. We get a little Bakayoko. So sometimes the smaller packs actually offer out better stuff. It's really weird, isn't it? So Lisandro Lopez, I could get 42,000 coins for. You're never going to see me complain about that. You know, I lose enough money on tax, but it seems as though our coin balance is actually slowly rising. We take an L on Cecilia because for some reason his price just didn't go back up. This was the one weekend where he started to tank. Although by the time you're watching this, he's probably like 712k because it's a classic Lasty move. But yeah, we sold him, and we've actually got a good amount of coins considering we've still got a tradable Ronaldo in our club as well. But the next thing we do is the over the goal line SBC. This is actually quite a good SBC. If it's still out, I'm not sure it is still out. It might just be out for a few more hours, guys. If you're for when you're watching this, but essentially, do this SBC if you've got any like UCL players in your club, perhaps if they're untradeable ones and you can't get rid of them. I don't know if UCL players have gone up in price because of that SBC, but it was for a prime goal players pack, and we all love to see one of them. And of course, it offers you a 2 rare goal players pack as well. And for me, we're going to get boards from this one. Don't worry though, it's just boards. Pack block is not going to be super strong today, but I'll definitely take an 83 from a 2 gold player pack. Sometimes those are actually really good. I found that, especially the ones where it's 2 rare golds, kind of like a gold upgrade pack, recently for me, they have been like exceptionally good. So yeah, positive for the double SBC packs, and then we get something again here from the Prime Goal players, and it's going to be a Team of the Week walkout. We're going to get ourselves a Portuguese goalkeeper from Wolverhampton. Is that a Wolves accent? I don't know. I probably need to say more than one word in the accent for people to even gauge whether or not I was good at that. But we get Rui Patricio. I kind of did like a Brummie accent. Is that right for someone who's from Wolverhampton? I don't know. Apologies. Anyway, 20k for him. Jonathan Tah, nearly 10k for him. What a pack. Like, it's exceptional. Yazabal was like 2.5k as well. So, that's, yeah, we've made good money from that SBC. And considering, like, that's like 30 odd k there. We made 40 odd k for Lissandro. We've gone up like nearly 100k today just from selling some stuff on, which is lovely. I love to see that. So, the next thing for me to do was gut the Untradable or the non-rare side of my club for some 82 to 88s. I wanted to increase my like mid-range fodder or the low to mid-range fodder because all of these SBCs that are coming out so far have been exceptional value, probably with the exception of Bobby. All of the SBCs for Summer Heat have been like very, very, very cheap for what they are. When Phil Foden and Fabinho SBC came out, and it was an 83 and an 84 rated squad, I'm sure those prices just like shot up. So I didn't have a whole bunch of that in my club. What I have got is I've got a couple of really high rated players, but you don't want to stick them in, do you? Not to an 83 and an 84 rated squad. You want to save them for those 86, 87, even 88 rated requirements. So what we did need to get was some of those mid-range 82 to 88 rated players that could help us in those SBCs. Luckily as well, we got ourselves an Otamendi there. Part of the SBC requirements is that you need like a Liverpool or a Man City player, and I didn't have any that weren't like crazy tots players in my club. We get kind of lucky again in the next pack as well. We get a Jordan Henderson. So no matter what I'm doing here, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Fabinho SBC today. I now have a Man City player. I now have a Liverpool player that can help me out in those SBC requirements. So that's instantly made the like nothingness fodder, like 75 rated non-rares that were in my club, it's instantly given them such more value because I put them into something that gave me something much better out of it. We then get a Team of the Week walkout, and it's going to be a Colombian striker from Atlanta, which is an actual 88. We actually get an 88 rated Zapata here. I mean, that right there has made it completely all worth it because SBC requirements lately have been asking for TOTS players or Team of the Week players. So you get a high rated one of them, it's like packing the tots back in the day. It gives you it fulfills that requirement part of the SBC. And then next pack is Socrates, like that's also very good, 84 rated Prem. I bet you he's over 10k right now with just the prices of everything. So we're getting some value from our 82 to 88s. And if you are doing some of these SBCs and you're someone that maybe has like the last couple of weeks worth of non-rare golds and stuff just chilling in your club, you've not done anything with them, do those upgrade packs. I'm telling you, you will come away with decent fodder for an SBC. So, we can move in to the Fabinho SBC, and I'm assuming that the Foden one is exactly the same, like cost and formation and requirements and all of that stuff. Sorry, I'm a little bunged up today. Oh, that's it. You have a little cough. Get it all out of your system, and we should be all good. I think hay fever's kicking in again for me, so yeah, apologies for that. But we move on. So I got Bitter Rivalry done. That was basically just from fodder from those packs. And then I had some more stuff in my club. Like I needed to use Onana, I needed to use like Paulinho and stuff up. So I've also put Saul and Zapata in this, and that got me enough of my rating so that I didn't have to use 83s and 84s absolutely everywhere. And that is Fabinho done. Welcome to the club, to the Brazilian. I mean, this card looks great. He genuinely looks fantastic. And as a 92 right here, I guess the walkout animation was bugged. I saw this all over Twitter. Weird, but okay, it is what it is. This card is fantastic value for a 92 rated Fabinho with those stats. And not only that, is that if Liverpool beat Man City tomorrow night or whenever it is, this could go up to a 95. Or if they draw, it will go up to a 93. If they lose, I'm not even going to be that salty because this card is exceptional for the value of the SBC. Like, he genuinely looks very end game right now. So, yeah, what a perfect card for my team. I mean, we are Untradable Liverpool FC, aren't we? So, to get a Fabinho, to get a perfect link to Bobby, to get a strong link to Hendo, to Mane, to Gomez, literally, I have to do those SBCs. I couldn't not do it. Of course, with the showdown players, like you do have the opportunity to do both SBCs if you want to. Let me know if you are ballsy enough to do that. What is the best outcome for you if you do that? Is it genuinely a draw? Or, like, would you prefer both players to be 93? Or would you prefer to stay 192 and push one to 95? Let me know if you are one of these crazy people that does both players from the SBCs. I'm curious. So the next part is for me to start the Summer Heat Ibrahimovic grind. And we are going in with that slightly different team, the one with Cristiano Ronaldo in it. And I come up against this in the very first game. That's quite unfortunate, I'd say. Like, we are down in like Div 5 or 4. I can't remember where we're at. But essentially, it doesn't matter where you're at. You could be Div 10 or Div 1 and you could be playing a Div 1 player because that's how everyone's got themselves relegated and stuff. Now, this game was going all well until suddenly in the second half, everything just went terribly. Now, you can see that I have my ping displayed on screen. I also have something that pops up every now and again, which tells me that latency has dramatically increased over the last few seconds, and I had that pop up a couple of times, so that's obviously not good. So I was feeling, and I said it on Twitter, that the servers just didn't feel very good for me here at all. I ended up getting beat 3-2 in the first game. That's absolutely fine. I just felt like I was in control at 1-0, and suddenly it all went to pot, so it is what it is. We move on. We need to get 8 wins here, but I think in that game I scored twice with Serie A players, and I probably got an assist with a 5-star skiller. Like, I'm getting part of the Zlatan objectives done. It's just I need to make sure that I also get a victory after I've scored with those Serie A players. But this game did not go well for me whatsoever. This guy was doing the Mendy objectives, and he slapped me up. Although, I mean, I don't know if I could say he slapped me up. Let's have a look at I mean, yeah, I guess looking at those stats, I did get absolutely done. But then we go into this one. This guy's already got Mendy. I can't see him grinding for anything apart from trying to get some games for that Bruno done, and also get goals and wins with his Serie A players to get the Zlatan grind done. I get very fortunate with my first goal. I should have been scoring the Mertens shot, to be honest. But I go 1-0 up. And this game right here was weird. Like, I didn't have any possession, but I felt like I was still completely dominating. It was a very odd game. Like, this was actually quite a good player, but I just think I got through and made some pretty clinical finishes with my team. So we get another goal there. We're 2-0 up. I can't let this one go. After 2 losses or whatever it is, I need to take a victory here. I need to get my first win on the board for the Zlatan objective. I need that to happen. Otherwise, I'm going to go absolutely spare. I'm going to go mental. I'm going to flip out. And I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose full and just, like, completely ignore the objectives. So I won 3-1. And that's obviously good. That gives me that. Just like the first entry level into both Bruno Fernandes and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But we are in Div 4 still. Like, I guess we're probably going to end up getting relegated just because I'll take losses along the way. But at this point, after I'd lost a few games, I genuinely, I was like, I don't care about Bruno. I genuinely don't care about Bruno. I just want to get Zlatan. So we'll see what happens. But I think it's going to take me a few days to get Ibra. Just because I'll probably go for like 2 or 3 wins every day. And then that'll build up. And by the time the weekend league comes, we'll have Ibra for our team. So I go 1-0 up in this one. And we actually play some pretty nice football here. And end up knocking it into Ronaldo to go 2-0 up. This guy decides that he has had enough and he is going to quit, which is perfect because we've already wasted some of our time taking losses and playing all the way to the end. So to get a nice 14-minute rage quit has sped things up just a little bit. So we're now at 2 out of 8 wins for the Zlatan Challenge, and of course 2 out of 5 wins to unlock our first Bruno Fernandes item, the Player of the Month. This game right here, I thought I was way better than my opponent. But then when he got into the box with his Mertens, I genuinely could not I could not tackle him. He always went the other way. Like, he would turn on himself time and time again. This guy really knew how to dribble with this Mertens. And my head was so gone at this point. I quit. I moved on. Because I hadn't scored with any Serie A players, so it wasn't like I was wasting anything. But we go on into the next one. This guy's got like quite a nice team as well. Lots of good players. I couldn't really tell if he was grinding for anyone or just playing. I guess he had. Did he have a Bruno in his team? If so, I guess he was grinding for the Bruno Fernandes. But I go 2-0 down after 14 minutes, and I'm like, how are these going in? What is happening? Why am I being such a bad defender? And I think what I said on Twitter is that all of the 50-50s that I went into for this game, it felt like it was weighted 90-10 in the favour of my opponent. It just felt like it. I don't know how else to describe it, but like all of my 50-50s, I lost, and that leads to you end up losing games, doesn't it? I mean, we get fairly fortunate with some of the goals we get in today's episode, but yeah, I completely and utterly lost my head in this session, and this was a far worse experience than playing the last 2 weekend leagues, in my opinion, to 14 wins. I've had a much better time doing that. So, yeah, we've got 2 out of the 4 Zlatan objectives done, but we are only 2 out of 8 for the most difficult one, the most important one, which is the wins while scoring with Serie A players. So it's we're still a long way away. I probably won't film a whole bunch more of that. I'll probably just grind it out in the background, because like tomorrow I guess you'll see my rewards, and then the day after that we need to try and put our weekend league team together, so I need to get on it and get that Zlatan, because I really want him for the weekend. But that's going to wrap things up for today, guys. Can you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button? I'd really appreciate it. I know that the views are starting to drop off a bit, but if you could keep that support coming, I'd really appreciate it, guys. It means the world to me. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram down below in the description as well. I'd love to see you over on my social media. Have a lovely day. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. And I will catch you tomorrow in another episode. Peace.